What's that sound? It's for amusement only, the EM and Bingo Pinball Podcast. Welcome back to For Amusement Only. This is Nick Baldridge. Tonight I wanted to talk about the next game, chronologically, in Bally's line of bingo pinball machines. In this particular case, I don't think I'm going to pronounce it correctly no matter how many attempts I give myself, so let's let Google pronounce it for us, shall we?
Folies Bergeres.
Well, thanks, Google. This game's name,
Folies Bergeres,
comes from a famous cabaret in France. It's a bingo pinball machine, a 20-hole bingo pinball machine. And as with any bingo pinball machine, the idea is that these are multi-coin machines. And when you step up to
Folies Bergeres,
and drop in your nickel or quarter, the game will reset and load a ball into the shooter lane. The idea is you shoot 5 balls, and with each one, you skillfully nudge or pull or shove the game so that the ball falls in the appropriate holes so that you get 3, 4, or 5 in the colored section of your choice. This game has quadruple deck scoring. There are 4 different sets of advancing odds: red, yellow, green, and blue. And to correspond, there are 4 different sections made up of 5 numbers each on the back glass: red, yellow, green, and blue. In these sections, there is a single number that is denoted with a star. This is the star zone for that section. And if it is not the last number in that section, it does not count for anything. And so in this way, if you had one of the star zones lit and then 2 of the other numbers in that section lit, you would win nothing. However, if you had the entire rest of the section lit and then landed in the star zone, then you would win your 5 in a section odds. This game, like many of the 20-hole games, has the Mystic Lines feature. This allows you to swap the leftmost 2 columns, the rightmost 2 columns, and move the center column up and down. The game will prevent you from moving these numbers typically before shooting your 4th ball, but this can be extended to before your 5th ball or even after your 5th ball. And you can do this one of 2 ways. One is that the machine will randomly award you, and the second is it will light one of the rollovers on the playfield. The rollovers are located about 3/4 of the way down, and if you hit the yellow rollover on the left-hand side when it's lit, it will extend your time tree to before 5th. If you hit the red rollover on the right-hand side, it will extend your time tree to after 5th. This game has extra balls. You can pay for a chance at an extra ball after shooting your 5th ball. Now, the way the extra balls work, you know exactly where you stand with them, because as you pay in your money, it will light first, and then extra, and then ball. And when it lights ball, it will actually lift a ball to the shooter lane. Now, on the Magic Screen games, it would actually light each section of that independently. So first, extra, and ball. And so you would know, oh, it's going to be so many more coins before it lights ball because it took so many coins between first and extra. But on the Mystic Lines games, there's a bug, and a mechanical bug, mind you, and it will light first, and then won't light extra ball until it actually steps up to ball. Those star zones that I mentioned earlier can be used in 2 different scenarios, aside from being the 5th in a section. One is that it will randomly light either 300 or 600 replays for all 4 star zones lit. The other way is that it can be used for the red letter game. The red letters are lit in the first part of the name of this game,
Folies Bergeres,
in that word that starts with F, which means Folies, each position corresponds to a different game with guaranteed odds and features. And so if the red letter game is lit, if you get 3 of the star zones, or just 2 of the star zones, you can start this red letter game. So let's talk about the artwork on
Folies Bergeres.
Unfortunately, the best picture that I've got is on the black and white sales flyer for this game. There are multiple women from the cabaret performing various acts on the back glass. 2 women in swings on either side of the bingo card. A woman riding a stick horse. Another woman with an interesting hat and outfit. Some dancing women down in the bottom left. And then there are stairs behind them. The stairs actually contain the odds for this game. The cabinet has an interesting kind of swooping line design on both the cabinet and the head. And unfortunately, I can't see what the playfield looks like. This game has no additional features from the previous game, which is Beauty Beach, but has a completely different art package, and it's one that I happen to like more than the art package from Beauty Beach, even without having seen the playfield. So this game also offers doubled scores in any one color, or even tripled scores in any one color, which is a pretty phenomenal advantage. That means a max payout for this game in any one color would be 1,800 replays. Well, that's all for tonight and for
Folies Bergeres.
Thank you very much for listening. My name again is Nick Baldridge. You can reach me at foramusementonlypodcast@gmail.com, or you can call me on the Bingos line. That's 724-BINGOS1, 724-246-4671. You can listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Pocket Casts, via RSS, on Facebook, on Twitter at Bingo Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram, also at Bingo Podcast, or you can listen to us on our website, which is foramusementonly.libsyn.com. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.
Folies Bergeres.